welcome back to my semi-homestead kitchen. Today I am making an easy, delicious dish with cucumbers from the garden. This is something I learned from my college roommate. She married a guy who's half Japanese, and his mom, Michi, taught us how to make several Japanese dishes. And this is like an easy one that I make a lot in the summer with lunch. I'm starting with some sesame oil, a couple tablespoons, and about the same amount of soy sauce, or in my case, I'm using coconut aminos, just trying to stay away from as much gluten as possible. About the same amount that you do sesame oil. And then some honey, about half as much as you did the other thing. So I've probably got 2 to 3 tablespoons each of those. And I'll do like 1 to 1.5 of honey. Then I'm gonna get some lime. You could use lemon juice for this. Just get a little juice, about the same amount that you did honey. A little bit less, it's a little more potent. This is a perfect summer refreshing little treat. Great way to use slicing cucumbers too, because they don't pickle as well as the pickling cucumbers, but you could use pickling cucumbers in this as well. And then I am just going to make sure that that is well mixed. We want it to be a sauce. Splash it all over, because that's how I roll. And then I'm gonna slice up my cucumbers here. I have 2 today. You can do this with as many or as few as you want. I like mine, I peel like every other spot in stripes kind of, because I like a little bit of peel but not a ton. And then I cut out the seeds. That's preference. If you don't mind seeds, you don't have to. But my chickens love them, so there they go. Get that one close. And like I said, you can use any kind of cucumber with this. I have about 5 different kinds growing outside, and I use them all. Use them all for this. Ooh. Pretty soon I will be saving cucumber seeds and not eating them. So I slice them about this big. That's what I like for a bite-sized chunk. Again, one of the advantages of making your own food at home is that you can tailor it to the way you like it. Big chunks, little chunks, thin slices, whatever you want to do. Really thin circular slices would be pretty in some sort of buffet type scenario. These are already washed, by the way. Also an easy recipe to adjust for more or less, depending on how many cucumbers you have. This is something you can make ahead as well. I prefer it somewhere between half an hour after I make it to like half a day. But I've made it up to a day in advance and it's fine, but I do think it's even better when it's sat for a little bit, like half an hour, instead of like right when you make it. It just gives the cucumbers time to absorb that sauce that you made, and it makes it just more flavorful all the way through. That's just my preference. You can make it and taste it and decide how you like it. This is my chicken bowl, by the way. Okay, so now that I have all my cucumbers in here, I'm gonna toss them around in that sauce after I get my hands cleaned up a bit. Okay. Just get them nice and well mixed. And one thing I have noticed is that this is one of those things that might change in flavor a little bit based on the day. I don't know if it's the level of the cucumber absorption or the minerals in it or what, but sometimes you just have to add a little more or a little less of something else. So I taste it. That's pretty perfect today as it is. Sometimes I'll add a little more soy or a little more lime, but today that was spot on. I eat these for lunch almost every day when I have cucumbers in the garden. If you try this, let me know how you like it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.